Hello everybody and welcome to a new episode of Transfermarkt TV. My name is Casper Pop and we're going to bring you the latest news and rumours from the top leagues around the world. And today in the news section we got some news about Brazilian superstar Neymar as well as about Aston Villa's John McGinn, with which one we will be starting. Aston Villa is pleased to announce that they have signed a new contract extension until 2025. The 26-year-old has become a key player in the heart of midfield since signing for Hungarian in the summer of 2018. In his first season with the club, he played a pivotal role in Villa clinching promotion to the Premier League, scoring at Wembley in the playoff final. He has gone on to make 83 appearances in all competitions and had also shone on the national stage, recently helping Scotland qualify for Euro 2020. Leander Den Donker has shown his commitment to Wolves by signing a new contract with the club. The popular Belgian, now is his third season at Molineux, sealed a new deal until 2023 with an option to extend for the 2023-24 season. Den Donker is a key member of Nuno Espirito Santo's squad. No player has won more aerial duels in the Belgians, 36 this season. Diogo Jota is set to miss 6 to 8 weeks through injury, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has confirmed. Jota injured his knee during a 1-1 draw with FC Midtjylland in the Champions League on Wednesday, but Klopp said the forward does not require surgery. It's worse than we thought, but better than we thought in the end, Klopp said ahead of Liverpool's Premier League game against Fulham, which also ended in a 1-1 draw. Peter Cech makes Chelsea return in the U23's comeback win over Tottenham. The goalkeeper, 38, made an aura with first touch which led to Tottenham's opening goal. Chelsea also had Danny Drinkwater sent off for kicking out a 16-year-old Alfie Devine following a lunging tackle which resulted in a red card for the Spurs youngster. It was Cech's first game since retiring as an Arsenal goalkeeper before his return to Chelsea as the club's technical and performance director in June 2019. This weekend we saw the match Lyon against Paris, where we thought that Neymar got a bad injury, but it wasn't that bad in the end at all. The 28-year-old was in serious pain after the challenge, and reports suggesting he had suffered a broken ankle were widespread after the final whistle. Thomas Tuchel was unable to confirm the full extent of the issue. His post-match interview has told to the reporters he's with the doctors and we have to wait for the exams tomorrow. PSG have now confirmed that Neymar has avoided a serious fracture, with the final results of a scan on Monday showing that he has only sustained an ankle sprain. So it was pretty lucky in the end. Dutchman Bernd van Marwijk is to return as head coach of the United Arab Emirates. The Gulf States Football Association said on Monday, a year after he was sacked from the job. The UAE FA tweeted an agreement had been reached with the 68-year-old to return to the post ahead of the resumption of the country's bid to qualify for the 2022 World Cup finals in Qatar. BVB fire head coach Lucien Favre, Edin Terzic to take over his job. Just 24 hours after their 5-1 defeat to VfB Stuttgart, Borussia Dortmund have fired head coach Lucien Favre with immediate effect. The club confirmed the news on Sunday afternoon. Assistant coach Manfred Steffes will also leave the club, and current assistant Edin Terzic will take over until the end of the season. Favre was hired July 2018 and managed 2.01 points per game over his 2.5 years at BVB. In 2018-19, Dortmund appeared to have finally dethroned Bayern Munich at the late season collapse, meant that Bayern were able to win the title anyways. Last season, BVB also failed to make the most of a slow start by the Rekordmeister. Defeat against Stuttgart at the end was just too many. Robert Lewandowski has thrilled the world of football in 2020 with a host of goals and great technique, and that has now been recognized. The FC Bayern striker was named the Golden Player at the Golden Boy Award, which was awarded to Erling Haaland from BVB. Lewandowski scored 41 goals and provided 12 assists this year so far. In the rumours, we have some hot stuff about Man United for you this week. Will Pogba leave, and which players will maybe come in the next transfer window? So first of all, we're talking about Paul Pogba. If he might be going to Juventus or staying, that's a good question. So he's not really happy at the moment with his playing time at United, so we will see if he will stay at Old Trafford or not. So when he came to United, the Italian Giants banked 89 million from Pogba's move to Old Trafford in 2016 after paying United just 800,000 in compensation when they signed him 4 years earlier. And they are now lining up a cheeky offer to get the 27-year-old French midfielder back for nothing in the next year. Also, the deal would include the obligation to buy in the summer. United value Pogba at £150 million when the player's agent Mino Raiola started courting interest from Real Madrid 2 years ago. But they were recently forced to trigger a one-year extension in Pogba's $300,000 a week contract to protect his dwindling market value. So I don't think this deal might happen, but you never know. In all likelihood, Bayern Munich will have to compensate for the departures of David Alaba and Jerome Boateng next summer. According to Sportbild, Niklas Süle, another centre-back, is apparently under close scrutiny. As The Athletic reports, the Bavarians are therefore bringing themselves into position on the transfer market. The reigning Champions League title holders are understood to be in pole position to sign RB Leipzig's Dayot Upamecano. The 22-year-old Frenchman extended his contract with the Red Bulls until 2023 last July, but is reportedly allowed to leave thanks to an exit clause amounting to €42 million, which comes into effect after the season. The Athletic writes, with reference to their own sources, that Bayern together with Manchester United are said to be the most likely suitors for Upamecano. So this could be a deal that might happen. West Ham are ready to offer a bumper new contract to inform Czech star Tomáš Souček. Team Talk understands. The Hammers have been hugely impressed with their midfield star, who has become a key performer in David Moyes' first team. Souček only signed a permanent deal in the summer after he joined on loan from Slavia Prague in January. With 3 goals already this season, including the equaliser at Leeds on Friday night, the 25-year-old now has 6 goals in 24 league starts for the Hammers. And back to Manchester United. They are ready to turn their attention to Brighton defender Ben White as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer continues his pursuit of new centre-back. The club also continues to track Dayot Upamecano, but White could prove a more viable alternative. Upamecano reportedly has a £42 million release clause in the contract, as we said before, which comes into effect in the summer. If United are to potentially make a move in January, Leipzig are expected to demand somewhere close to that for the Frenchman's service. White, 23, is likely to command a similar fee, with Brighton currently unwilling to listen to any offers for the player. The defender is playing his first season of Premier League football for the Seagulls, having spent last year on loan at Leeds in the Championship. Harry Winks could move abroad for a way out of Tottenham next month to keep his Euro 2021 dreams alive. England midfielder Winks has found himself out in the cold in Jose Mourinho's Premier League squad this season, threatening his place in Gareth Southgate's side next summer. That has left the 24-year-old with no choice but to consider a move away from North London, when the transfer window opens in January, in a desperate search for regular games. A number of Premier League clubs are monitoring his situation, but Sunsport understands there are also clubs in Spain and Italy who have now registered an interest. The style of play in both La Liga and Serie A would complement Winks perfectly and would also help his development as a player in a way which would satisfy 3 Lions boss Southgate. And the French giants Paris Saint-Germain are planning a potential deal for Lyon midfielder Houssem Aouar. Aouar was the subject of a strong interest from the Gunners in the summer, but a £35 million bid fell short of Lyon's price tag, which was around £50 million. It has been claimed that the club could make a renewed approach, but it appears that they could face stiff competition from Le Parisien. According to RMC Sport, Le Parisien are in constant contact with the Lyon's hierarchy, and they are looking to sign Aouar at the end of the season. Aouar's current deal expires in the summer of 2023, and it seems likely that Les Gens will be tempted to sell him in the near future. And over to La Liga. Real Madrid skipper Sergio Ramos is seriously considering leaving the club when his contract expires at the end of the season, according to a report. The Spain international has spent the past 15 years at the Bernabeu and is fast approaching his 700th appearance for Los Blancos. However, Ramos is due to become a free agent in the summer, and fresh terms have yet to be agreed with the Madrid, who are supposedly only willing to give the defender an extra 12 months. Spanish radio station Onda Cero claims that a veteran centre-back is now edging towards leaving in 6 months' time, with Paris Saint-Germain his most likely destination. PSG are said to be happy to give Ramos a bumper 3-year contract that will take him through until his 38th birthday. The same report indicates that there is interest from Premier League clubs, but no concrete offers believed to have been tabled yet. And there we go again. FC Barcelona being interested in Ajax players isn't a new thing, but they're now looking at Lisandro Martinez. According to Sport, Koeman wants the Bro are interested in signing the defender. FC Barcelona wants to get another centre-back in, as they lost Gerard Piqué for a quite long time due to injury. On top of the list is Eric Garcia from Manchester City, but they do have some other names in there as well. One of them being Martinez. Preferably, FC Barcelona would want to loan him for the rest of the season with an option to buy in the summer. Martinez's contract lasts until 2023. And that we have it now. Yesterday there was the draw of the first stage, knockout stage of the Champions League, the round of 16. And we got some pretty interesting pairings there. One is definitely Gladbach against Man City. So it could be, at the moment, Gladbach is playing really strong, and there could be a possibility to win against Manchester City, which I wouldn't have thought like maybe 2 months ago without seeing them play. And another match is Red Bull Leipzig against Liverpool, and at the moment Liverpool with 4 injured starting players. It could be a possibility for Leipzig to win this one as well. So we're gonna see in February when all of that will start. And now we're taking a closer look at the UEFA Europa League round of 32, and the English teams who are taking part are Tottenham, who are playing against Wolfsburg, Manchester United playing against Real Sociedad, and Arsenal will be playing against Benfica, which is one of the top matches in this round, I think. At the moment, it doesn't really look good for FC Arsenal's Mikel Arteta. To be honest, it's the worst start that FC Arsenal ever had in the Premier League so far. And that's the opener for the statistic of the day for you. The worst starts of Arsenal. On the 5th spot, we have the season 2001-2002 with 19 points on the 6th place, but they finished on the 2nd spot with Man United taking the title, so they had 70 points in the end. The 4th spot is season 94-95 with 18 points, ending on the 10th place. And on the 3rd spot is the last season with 17 points on the 16th, finishing 8th this year. On the 2nd spot with 17 points and 8th place, finishing in the end on the 3rd spot right behind Man City, with Chelsea winning the title. And on the 1st spot, as I said, is this current season with just 13 points on the 15th place. So here we have an overview, but to be honest, they always ended on a pretty good spot, with the 8th place being the worst of all. And last but not least, we have the talents calendar for you for some cozy Christmas time. And this time we have Louis Barry, the centre forward for Aston Villa, 17 years old, played coming from West Brom Albion and then going to Barcelona, and now being under contract for Aston Villa. So we're going to see what the next year will bring for this fella. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and have a lovely Christmas time. See you. Bye-bye.